Mis amigos del mundo digital. My friends from the digital world. Hello, my friend from the digital world. Today I have a special guest from Russia. I'm going to talk this time with Sventlana Klimenko. Hello, Sventlana. First question, first topic to talk about. Who is Sventlana? Please, a brief intro about you. What do you do there in Russia?
I'm Sventlana. I'm a teacher of English. I teach in a small private school not far from Moscow. It's a Russian Orthodox school, and I teach mostly adolescents, children who are 14 and 16 who are finishing school.
Only high school, no primary?
Yeah, high school students.
How long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for 15 years actually, but at first I taught at the university. And then I did private classes, and like 4 years ago I became a school teacher. So it was kind of a movement.
Yeah, right. Can you, do you remember some special memory from your education? Maybe primary, high school or university? Do you have something remarkable to remember from that period?
Probably that my mother was an English teacher too, and when I became interested in the language, I used to ask her for lots of stuff and information. She always brought me some interesting magazines and journals and tape recordings, and we used tape during those years.
I have a large collection of tape here about BBC English courses and stuff like that.
And also what stands out in my memories when I was a student at the university already, when I was a fourth year student, I went to the United States as an exchange student.
That's why at the university level or high school?
University level. University.
For 1 year?
For a semester.
Yeah. Which city do you stay there?
I was in the state of Arkansas, small town of Magnolia. I'm not sure that you've heard of this town, but it's I think it's an hour from Little Rock.
Yeah. Do you live with the host family there or university campus?
We lived at campus. Campus.
Yeah. At the dorm, yeah.
Yeah, in the dorm. Where we could experience a different culture and a different educational system. I like the fact that we were free to choose almost from any subject from any faculty, so that you can try out what.
But do you have any special program for training, or do you have to take a regular subject at a high school?
Like in the United States, what I like most of all is when you are a freshman, when you're a first year student, you can choose from any faculty. It's not like there is one you can specialize as a major in something, but you can also try out something else in some other departments as well, as a minor or things like that. We do not have that in Russia. We don't have this freedom of choice.
That's good. Well, the next topic to talk about is when and how did your vocation for your career appear? You told me something because of your mom. She was a teacher of English. That's your main source for motivation for.
Yeah, certainly. That was my main source of motivation, and I was motivated, I think, when I was 15 already. I wanted to become a teacher, and I decided I wanted to be an English teacher so that I can teach the language and to bring the cultures together, so there is more understanding in the world and things like that between different people who are separated by languages. So there is a kind of like a profession which makes people connected.
Yeah, right.
My father is also a retired teacher, but he taught handicraft, like to do like manual stuff,
handicraft,
plates, and so it's kind of runs in the family. And my grandmother also studied to be a teacher, but she didn't finish because of the World War.
Wow.
She
was you have a dynasty of teachers in your family.
Kind of, yeah. My grandmother, though, she didn't work as a teacher, but she worked at school because she didn't finish, she didn't graduate from the university. Right. But she worked a lot with children as a mom. Yeah. She gathered lots of children from the street and invented lots of activities for them, like trips, excursions, and stuff like that. And after that, when her kids grew up, she began to work at school, but I don't know what's the English for this position when you have to take care of all the technical stuff, like resources, materials, money, finances, and things like that.
Technical stuff.
Yeah.
No, humanistic.
So my motivation is probably like my family.
Family background.
Yeah, so it's a big influence, I think.
Well, about your professional experience, you told me that you are in a private school. Have you worked in other places? Also, you said at the university level was teaching English.
Mm-hmm. I taught at the university which I graduated from, at the Pedagogical University at the University of International Relationships. Then I wanted to change my vocation for it.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to be in the theater, but it didn't work, and I came back to my profession, and I began to use probably like theater techniques and drama.
You said theater? But you can do a kind of theater with your student using languages.
Yeah, but mostly like the theater that I did in school was in Russian.
Right.
I didn't manage to do something like that. I didn't have much time for extra activities in English, unfortunately. But I think that it would be great fun to use drama in English classes.
My wife was a Spanish teacher, and I remember that she used to use drama with the student to do stuff in order to use the language. The next topic, languages and countries that you have visited. How many languages do you speak?
I speak, Russian is my native language. English is my second language and it's my major at the university, then German, French, some French, Spanish, and I understand a bit of Ukrainian, but I can't say that I speak it, I just can understand when it's spoken.
In your high school, do you have chances to choose different languages, or there are some language a mandatory language, or you study by your own, your other languages?
You mean at the university?
No, in high school, because I know that in some part of the world, in high school, the students have the option to choose between Spanish, German, I don't know.
No. When I was a schoolgirl, I had to study English, which was obligatory.
Yeah.
It's like 5th class till you finish school and you're in the 11th form. Nowadays it's a bit different. Children begin to learn language, the English language, when they're in the 2nd form, like 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
And there is a second language. I'm not sure about other schools, but we have only German.
Yeah, right.
Our school has German, and you do not choose. When you're in the fifth form, it's just added to your curriculum, and you have to study it whether you want or not. So it's two languages that children learn at school now in Russia.
Talking with different people about the process of learning languages at school, most of people say that they all at school teachers only teach how to write and how to read, but not the speaking and listening stuff. What do you think, in your opinion? How did you learn, or did you have to the listening and speaking stuff by your own?
Well, we had some listening practice, and we had kind of talking exercises, like monologues, and then dialogues, and then also polylogues when the teacher tried to involve us into some kind of a discussion and use like phrases for conversation. So actually we had it. It just, I have to agree that it's difficult to devote lots of time to that.
With large classes, it's quite difficult for them to have the one-to-one experience to talk in the language. Okay. Countries. How many countries have you visited in Europe, or you told me that you were in the USA for an exchange program?
I was in the United States. I also visited England with a friend, and in Europe I visited Germany, France, Spain, and also, how do you call them? The country of the former Yugoslavia. Serbia, Croatia, Macedonia.
Wow. Well, I think most of the countries are very close countries, so it's kind of easy to go to visit different countries maybe in a week.
Yeah.
You can reach a lot of countries. Well, I had a news that I won a lottery, and next week I'm going to be in Russia. So I want to hear your recommendation for places, beautiful places in Russia for a tourist, for a history, for whatever, nature. What do you recommend to visit?
And to begin with, Moscow. It's the capital of Russia, and I think everybody knows Moscow and St. Petersburg. If you have time, it would be cool to go to Lake Baikal, but that's really far away. But the nature is very beautiful there. It's one of the beautiful places in the world with the clearest water. Also, there is if you are a tourist in Russia, there is the so-called Golden Ring of cities. So the cities of the Golden Ring are kind of a must.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
history.
They have all the history, the architecture with the beautiful churches, monasteries, with the specific Russian atmosphere. So all those cities like Novgorod, Vladimir, Suzdal, things like cities like that from the Golden Ring.
I remember that one of my older sister had a Chilean guy who went to study a long time ago to University of Patricio Lubumba. And I remember that that guy sent a light with a figure of the Sputnik. You remember the Sputnik, the first Russian satellite in the world. So that's why and also I remember some postcards from different architecture building in Russia. Quite nice memories. So I have an optional topic. I don't know We as a teacher usually had to sing to the students, but I don't know if you had to sing, if you dare to sing.
I don't actually sing in high school.
Oh.
I kind of sing together with the group.
Yeah,
I
right.
can, but like individual, it's.
And you're not a leader, you don't lead to the student to sing some song to teach English. A counting song, for example, I remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or something like that for little kid.
I do not teach that level. I teach like we choose usually sometimes from a song to go with a topic.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is a song in the
tradition also.
Already like there was that my class sang was Freddie Mercury, like Radio Gaga.
Yeah, I love that song. Radio Goo, Radio Gaga. Yeah, that's very nice, and I love it. Well, in my YouTube channel, I have a playlist called My Favorite Songs in English, and that's one of my favorite. Well. Finally, a topic, activity, hobby that would you like to share? What else do you do when you're not teaching, when you're relaxing, you're doing time for your activity, for yourself? What do you do?
Oh, there is some stuff that I do, but I would like to share an activity which I haven't tried yet, but I'm planning to try out with my students.
Right.
It's my friends' hobby, and it's their recommendation. And I've already registered, and they have the postcard, so it's post-crossing. Have you heard of post-crossing?
No, but you're going to send me some text information about that.
Yeah, it's really cool. You register on the site, and you register your address, your email address. You can register as yourself, like Carlos Toledo, or you can register a class of children. It's my idea to register a class, but usually people do it as individual hobby. And then they are given 5 addresses in different countries, like Germany, the United States, France, Chile, or whatever. And you read the person's profile, the address that you are given.
Yeah, very interesting motivation.
You see their likes, what they prefer, and what they want to receive, what kind of postcard they would like to receive. Then you buy a postcard, you write some nice words. For example, a person says that he would like to receive a postcard with a dog, and if you have a postcard like that, you can choose this postcard, and then these people send their postcards back to you. So so it's kind of exchanging postcards.
But postcard digital way, no,
no, real postcard.
Real postcard on paper. Yeah, right. That's more emotion. The old way, because I remember that in the 80s I had a very nice PayPal friend from the United States.
Yeah, I remember the PayPal
stuff. Well, thank you so much, my dear Sventlana Klimenko. Anything to add? I'm very... I was forgetting a question about Tandem. How long have you been in Tandem? How have you been your experience on Tandem? It's kind of hobby for you, Tandem? Tell us something.
Tandem, it's a week, not long ago. I just downloaded it.
You are a new one.
I became a member of this reading club that I told you about.
Yeah.
And there was a class, not a class, like a free exchange of ideas, where the leader, she advised us some applications which you use to learn languages, and Tandem was not on the list, but I saw it on the list of the recommendations when I was downloading some, and I decided like it sounded like a good idea, and I decided to download it as well. And like the first day you wrote.
Oh, so I must thank you so much because you were accepting my invitation, because I have an information that most of the young girls receive a lot of, staff mail, different kind of problems. So thank you so much for your confidence in accepting my invitation, in having my talk. You are part of my digital friends around the world now.
Okay, thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Well, yes, I think we are done for now. Thank you so much for your accepting my invitation to talk. And so we'll be in touch in Tandem app or another options of communication in this modern world. Bye-bye and see you in the future.
Bye, see you. Bye.
Mis amigos del mundo digital. My friends from the digital world. Si le gustó el video, dele un me gusta, compártalo en sus redes sociales y suscríbase a mi canal. De esta forma estará ayudando a Profesor Youtuber Retirado. Muchas gracias por su atención.